But as I look back at my life's journey and events, I now recognize that it's been the hand of God leading me to where I am today.
Time so dire, where evil longs to make you bleed.
Thank you. My faith took on new meaning on July 13th in Butler, Pennsylvania, where I was knocked to the ground, essentially, by what seemed like a supernatural hand. And I would like to think that God saved me for a purpose, and that's to make our country greater than ever before.
Who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio. That's why I'm voting for Kamala Harris.
Got him! Got him! Oh! What?
But I will never apologize for defending America. I'm not going to do it. I will protect our workers. I will protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our families. And I will protect the birthright of our children to live in the richest and most powerful nation on the face of the earth. And that's what we're going to have.
She saw it a long time ago.
Children, fight. We find it necessary. We know we will win. We have confidence in the victory of good over evil. Fight the real enemy.
I think Donald Trump's gonna win. He's just amazing. And I'm here because I'm so thrilled by what I've watched over the past 9 years. This is the end of a redemption arc.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. I have to begin by saying 250 million Americans are not garbage.
And he's gonna win anyway.
If I told you exactly what I do, I could never make the deal.
Second base. Thank you.
Donald Trump's victory will be
Do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid.
And they're coming in and they're taking
It'll be a middle
jobs that
finger
are
wagging in
occupied
the
right
face
now
of the
by
worst
African Americans and
people in the
Hispanics.
English-speaking
Donald
world.
Trump left
Who are
us
leaders?
the worst unemployment since the Great Depression.
She doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run.
With COVID, is he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID. Look at his tweet. Thank you, President Xi! Exclamation point. When we know that Xi was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the origins of COVID.
I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy. And in fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy, but she's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist. Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21. That's bigger than New York State.
Well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact. Let's understand how we got here.
I think probably her boss, if you call him a boss, he spends all his time on the beach.
Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments.
Vice President.
Excuse me, I have to respond. Another lie. It's another lie. I have been a leader on IVF. Will she allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month? Okay, would you do that?
Who's the person? That's
Why don't you answer that question?
Why don't you answer the question? Would you
Because
veto?
under Roe v.
Answer the
Wade,
question. Would you veto? And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies, because it's a really interesting thing to watch.
A man doing what he must to save a world for a child. A man doing what he must to save a world for a child. And his family does it with the strength of God.
So I have a son who's very smart and tall, Barron, and he knows all about you. He knows about guys I never heard of. He said, Dad, you don't know how big they are. They're big. You know, he told me how big. I said, who the hell is it? Like Ross. I did. He said, Dad, he's a great guy. I mean, guys that are doing, it's a whole new world out there.
It's a different world.
But, you know, I'm on TikTok now.
Congratulations.
And I've done really well. No, but you know the crazy, have you seen the numbers? Billions, like billions of hits. It's
I'm
crazy.
sure. TikTok's a wild application.
And I've gone up 30 points. A Republican is always down 30 with young people. I'm plus 30. And I'm on top of TikTok.
I think
It's had a huge impact.
young people are rejecting a lot of this woke bullshit. Young people are tired of being yelled at and scolded. They're tired of these people that they think are mentally ill telling them what the moral standards of society
raised
should
as
be
a middle
today. People are
class kid.
upset.
There's a big difference now, but even in just a couple of years, I was shaking hands with people, they're young people.
The rebels are Republicans now.
All right.
They're like, you want to be a rebel, you want to be punk rock, you want to like buck the system, you're a conservative now.
Well, nuclear is better. I mean, I think there's a little danger in nuclear, but you know, we had some really bad nuclear. They did one in Alabama. They did one in, I think, South Carolina. They do them wrong. They build these massive things. Then the environmentalists get in. I don't want to go into a long story because it's too long for the show. This show is too valuable to talk about concrete. But they have hardened concrete. It's number 12 concrete. It's harder than steel. It's incredible. They put up a wall and an inspector comes along and goes, no, you're a quarter of an inch too. The wall might be 8 feet wide. You're a quarter of an inch too short. I'm sorry, you got to rip down the wall. Because it's got to be poured contiguously, right? You're 1/4 of an inch. I'm sorry, rip down. You can't rip it down. This stuff you can't put a hammer through. You can't. It's incredible. Concrete technology is unbelievable. What's happened? You think of concrete.
So you think that's an example of overregulation?
Yeah,
Pointless overregulation.
You have an inspector that comes along and he says, take down a $25 zillion wall. These things ended up costing $25 billion. And one of them never got opened. But here's the story. So France does it. France is largely nuclear, and they build small, little, compact plants. And if they need more, they build the same thing and they hook it up, and they hook it up, because they get too big and too complex and too expensive. And it is very clean.
The rebels are Republicans now. They're like, you want to be a rebel, you want to be punk rock, you want to buck the system, you're a conservative now. That's how crazy. And then the liberals are now pro silencing criticism. They're pro censorship online. They're talking about regulating free speech and that regulating the First Amendment. It's bananas to watch.
Joe, they come after their political opponent.
Well,
I got more guys. I always say, I kid, but I'm not kidding. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the meanest of them all. He'd kill you in 2 seconds if he didn't like you, right? I've been under investigation more than Alphonse Capone. only because it's political opponents. But I won the big case in Florida. I'm winning the other stuff. You win, but you know what they did? They did something that's only done in third world countries. They came after their political opponent.
Yes.
I could have put crooked Hillary in jail.
Well, not only that, but they're now weaponizing it by saying that that's what you were going to do once you get in office.
Isn't it great?
Ignoring what they're doing right now. It's crazy.
I heard it.
More today
Somebody
than it
was
did
defending me
before the
today. They said, no, that's
Ground
that's
beef
what you're doing
is
to
up
him.
almost
You're going,
50%.
he's going to put us in jail.
I'm
He's going
Donald
to
Trump,
invest.
and I approve this
That's
message.
what you're
That's
doing.
what you're doing to him.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, will you do that? Will you do that to him, to them, if you win? You know, the presidency has tremendous power. I could have put crooked Hillary.
I respected that you didn't, because what you said was it would be bad for the country.
This election, I think, is going to decide the fate of America and the fate of Western civilization.
And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
If you try to kill our citizens, we will kill you. If you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours. If you come back, we're going to kill you. We're going to give you the death penalty or kill you. The fact is, and I'll say it now, you have to get him the hell out. You have to get him out. We will make America great again.
There is nothing, I think, more unfortunate than to have soft, chubby, fat-looking children who go to watch their school play basketball every Saturday and regard that as their week's exercise. I hope that all of you will join, and everybody in the United States, to make sure that our children participate fully in a vigorous and adventurous life which is possible for them in this very rich country.
All right, I have to ask, you are in great shape. Can you go through your diet and exercise routine?
I do intermittent fasting. I eat between noon. I start at my first meal at around noon. Then I try to stop eating at 6 or 7. And then I hike every day.
Morning, evening?
In the morning. I go to a meeting first thing in the morning, 12:17, and I go hike, and I hike uphill for a mile and a half up and a mile and a half down with my dogs, and I do my meditations. And then I go to the gym, and I go to the gym for 35 minutes. I do a short time, I've been exercising for 50 years. And what I found is it's sustainable if I do just a short period. And I do 4 different routines at the gym. And I never relax at the gym. I go in there and I have a very intense exercise. I lift, I could tell you what my routine is, what I do. I do backs one day, back chest one day, legs, and then a miscellaneous, and I do 12. My first set of everything is I try to reach failure at 12 reps. And then my 4th set of everything is a strip set. I take a lot of vitamins. I can't even list them to you here because I couldn't even remember them all, but I take a ton of vitamins and nutrients. I'm on an anti-aging protocol from my doctor that includes testosterone replacement, and but I don't take any steroids. I don't take any anabolic steroids or anything like that. And the DRT I use is bioidentical to what my body produced.
This moment echoes through eternity.
There's been a total inversion of policy and of the constituencies of both these parties.
This moment forever will remind us of the sanctity of life and the power of Lord to be kind, merciless against the devil who harms him.
He said Donald Trump ran all the billionaires out of the Republican Party, like Bill Gates.
Doing what he must to save the world for a child.
That Kamala Harris has raised $2 for every $1 that has been raised by Donald Trump.
And his family.
That's because it's all coming from people like Bill Gates. And they have all the money now. But we have all the people. Do you think that Kamala Harris could put together a crowd like this?
We will make America strong.
We are going to win this by a landslide.
We will make America strong. Healthy with Bobby. We will make America strong.
USA.
It is because of my love for our country, and specifically because of the leadership that President Trump has brought to transform the Republican Party and bring it back to the party of the people and the party of peace, that I'm proud to stand here with you today, President Trump, and announce that I'm joining the Republican Party. I'm joining the party of the people, the party of equality, the party that was founded to fight against and end slavery in this country. It is the party of common sense and the party that is led by a president who has the courage and strength to fight for peace.
This election, I think, is going to decide the fate of America and the fate of Western civilization.
There's no doubt in my mind that President Trump is our best and only hope in this election to lead our country, to save our country, and to save the world, bringing peace not only here at home, but abroad. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for peace. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for every one of us as Americans to be able to stand strong and proud and recognize that in this country we are once again that shining city on a hill that is committed to our Constitution and our way of life.
We will kill you. If you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours.
If you come back, we're going to kill you. We're going to give you the death penalty or kill you.
The fact is, and I'll say it now, you have to get him the hell out. You have to get him out. We will make America great again.
Here is the choice that we have. A vote for Kamala Harris is a vote for Dick Cheney, and it's a vote for war, more war, likely World War III and nuclear war.
Congresswoman Gabbard, you took issue with Senator Harris confronting Vice President Biden at the last debate. You called it a, quote, false accusation that Joe Biden is a racist. What's your response?
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row, and so the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California, and she fought to keep the cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response.
So I was raised as a middle-class kid. As the elected Attorney General of California, I did the work of significantly reforming the criminal justice system of a state of 40 million people, which became a national model for the work that needs to be done. And I am proud of that work. And I am proud of making the decision to not just give fancy speeches or be in a legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work of being in the position to use the power that I have to reform a system that is badly in need of reform. That is why we created initiatives that were about re-entering former offenders and getting them counseling. It is why, and because I know that criminal justice system is so broken, that I am an advocate for what we need to do to not only decriminalize but legalize marijuana in the United States.
I want to bring Congressman Gabbard back in. Your response.
The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not, and worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that, and the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
This election, I think, is going to decide the fate of America and the fate of Western civilization.
I can kill the next president of the United States. Oh no! Balls on Pennsylvania! Run wild, brother! Let Pennsylvania rule again! Let Pennsylvania make America great again!
If you try to kill our citizens, we will kill you. If you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours.
If you come back, we're going to kill you. We're going to give you the death penalty or kill you.
The fact is, and I'll say it now, you have to get them the hell out. You have to get them out.
Got no jobs.
We will make America great
The swamp creatures in Washington. All of you have resoundingly nominated him for president 3 times in the last 3 presidential elections. We know whose side he stands on. He stands on the side of the people. He stands on the side of peace and prosperity and freedom for all Americans. It's why I'm proud to stand with President Trump and why we, the people, must vote to send him back to the White House and make America great again.
Please see something that said, take a look what happened.
Never surrender. So stand up, stand tall. You can take the way. So stand up, stand tall. You can do it. Fight. All you do is fight, fight, fight. Never surrender. Fight, 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 fight. Never surrender. If you believe, if you can see beyond the divisions, we can get back to you and me. Unity, we can get back to you and me. Unity.
Is in a very dark place right now. But even after everything the deep state has done to me, I will never give up on America. Mark my words, in 2024 we will win back the White House. We will make America great again. I have no doubt about it. They come at me from left, they come at me from right. The rhinos, the communists, the Marxists, the fascists. We will not only survive, we will be stronger than ever before. We're fighting a fight like nobody ever thought possible, and we're winning. We won in 2016. We had a rigged election in 2020, but got more votes than any sitting president. We're going to win like never before, and we're going to make America great again. I can truly say I believe better than ever before. Thank you for all of your support and for all of your prayers. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourself, and remember to Audit-Tribunal Fed. Thank you. I love you.